All right, welcome back. I got the last of the four series of coffee room stories. I hope you like this with the coffee room story. Hope you like this one. We're in the coffee room, and there's about 6 or 8 of us in there. And just remember this for later on. Admitting to the crime would be less severe than the cover-up. Okay? Remember that. Not the crime, but you'll see when crime I mean incident. Okay? 2 of the officers are partners and rivals and whatever. Everybody's got, this is a testosterone-filled room. Okay? Male cops, mid-20s, flat stomachs, full of hair. These guys are macho men working a hard, tough division, including myself. Okay? So we just got some brand new holsters, and brand new guns and brand new holsters with testosterone in the room is not a good mix. So they're sitting across from each other. And one guy says, "Oh yeah, well I shot this at the shooting range." "Oh, that's fine. What a great holster! Look how fast they are to get the gun out." "Oh yeah, that's pretty fast." "Well, try yours. That's pretty good." And I'm sitting there, "Come on, you guys, we're writing reports." All of a sudden, oh, and this is also 4th of July time. Okay, so people have been lighting firecrackers all over the place. You know, you grab firecrackers off a kid, don't have those firecrackers, and you go back to the station and light them down in elevator shafts and throw them at sergeants and all kinds of stuff. That's what we do. Okay, anyway. So they're doing this quick drawing. Well, one of the officers takes his gun out to quick draw, and it goes off, okay? Across the room, it shoots the other guy through the fatty part of underneath his thigh, through and through, okay? Hits the linoleum. I know that because I saw what it did, and I covered it up. Hit the linoleum and fired underneath they call the toe splash, you know, the little intended side under a cabinet, and the bullet's gone. Okay, this officer goes down, okay? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. They run over to him and they grab a bunch of towels and they wrap his leg, and there's a coffee knocked over and everything else, some blood on the floor, and we're going to get him out of here, we're going to take him to the hospital, don't tell anybody. Okay, so they they wrap his arm, they carry him out, and he's screaming in pain, man. They take him out, trying to hold it back, and off they go. So the rest of us are in there, and we're going, oh my gosh. So we get a bunch of wet towels, and we wipe the floor down, because there's a little bit of blood, and pick up the coffee, and about that time, we're done. We just have a bunch of rags that we're trying to hide, paper towels. One of the sergeant comes in, goes, "What happened?" I said, "Somebody lit a cup of coffee with a firecracker. We're cleaning the damn thing up." "Oh, you guys knock that stuff off." And he walks away, and we're going, whew. Okay, so we get all the towel, we go outside of the dumpster and throw it in there, no evidence, right? So we look around, everything's cool. I look down at the floor, and there's a little, we had ammo that was lead then. You can see a little, about the size of your thumbnail, chunk of lead on the linoleum and underneath the cabinet. I get down on all fours, I'm looking, you can see the hole under the cabinet where the bullet went in. I said, "Oh, the only people know that is me and my partner." You know, my partner was, okay, so we just went, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I know nothing, from the TV show. I know nothing. Well, this is one of those things where I didn't see what happened. I was told what happened. They took him to the hospital. It's about 11 o'clock at night during the week, kind of quiet, the emergency room. They went inside. At that time, 4 or 5 of the nurses there were dating or married to cops. Okay, a very pro-police emergency room. Okay, and in those nights during the week, these only had one doctor on duty and one on call. So they went in and told them, "Look, this is what we got. You know, you guys have done this before. We need you to just go in there and take care of him. They don't need a doctor here. It's a through-and-through wound. He's fine. The bleeding's almost stopped, so it's not going to hurt anything. We can't tell the doctor. We have to make a report." Okay, okay, no problem. We'll get rid of the doctor. So they're talking to the doctor, and they said, "Oh, it's quiet. Go take a nap." So the doctor leaves the emergency room. They wheel him into way in the corner. 2 nurses working on him. 2 nurses as lookouts, and they're out. The cops just standing around like, no big deal. I guess they treated him. They packed it like you're supposed to, wrapped him up, and they got him out of there in like 10 minutes. They're done. Okay, in and out, boom, boom, and get him out of there because everybody's in a conspiracy here. So goes back to the station. They get a bunch of aspirin and stuff to get him so he's not hurting too much. And I'm back at the station. He comes in. He's limping. I go, oh my gosh. He comes in and he goes, "I'm okay, I'm okay." And this guy the guy that got shot was a great guy. Oh God, he just passed away. Great guy. He goes, "I'm okay, I'm okay." So he limps to the watch commander's office. He goes, "Hey, Sarge." He just kind of leans in, so he hides his leg. Of course, he's covered in clothing. He's not. "I don't feel too good. I might have got the flu. Can I go home early?" It's like half an hour before into the shift. He goes, "Yeah, get out of here. Give somebody the flu. Get out of here." Okay, so now he's free. He goes. I found out that he said he wasn't feeling good, so he took some sick days, 3 or 4 sick days, and then he came back like at midnight from his house way out in Riverside to the emergency room because he knew there was some wives there of cops to get his leg worked on. And I guess they pulled out the wadding and redid something, and then he's fine now, and he's doing okay. And then he goes to work, like after about a week, he goes back to work, and he walks in and tells the supervisor, "Man, I got a couple kids in soccer, and over the weekend we were playing with my kids, and I pulled a hamstring, man, right up to the crotch. I can't even move. Oh, we'll go work the backlog and handle it's all kinds of administrative work that we can do. Go back there, you'll be fine. Okay, fine. So another week or two, he convalesced, doing paperwork, getting better every day, getting his leg packed every other day, and we're all like, for me, like the next day, I'm sweating bullets. I think one of these days they're going to walk in, the guys in suits, and they're going to go, come here. I'm thinking, oh no, because the cover-up's worse than the crime. But we just said, hey, his gun went off, I shot him, it's no big deal. He'll get a reprimand, maybe a day off without pay, everybody's fine. But now that we all jumped in to take care of this, we got conspiracy to cover this up. It's not a crime, it's just an accidental discharge. Police departments, supervisors and above, chiefs, they don't like that. It means that somebody could not control their weapon. They get pretty upset about that. But, you know, they get upset about a lot of things. So anyway, so we kept that secret. Nobody was the wiser. 20 years later, we're all disputed out. He's working narcotics. I'm over here. We go to a retirement, and I see him across the room, the guy that got shot. He looks at me, hey, I go, hey. And he looks, he smiles, and he gets serious. He goes, I go, nobody said nothing, okay? My audience liked that story. And so so I see him like, okay, this happened in like, I'm sorry about that. This happened like maybe 1976, maybe? Okay. You know, 20 years later, 30 years later, you go to retirement, I see him there. He's having a beer, and the same thing. We look at each other, same thing. He goes like this, he nods his head, goes like that, I go, right on, and we just go on our separate ways. And then when he passed away, his wife, the story was said to everybody in the room, and everybody in the room knew the story. 300 guys knew him, knew the story, and praised him, and because a nice guy he was, and it was just kept it secret. To this day, I'm not telling anybody anything. It's not a crime, okay? Please don't think it's a crime. It's just an accidental shooting of an officer that had his weapon discharged. But we all kept silent for a long time, and it was pretty effective. So anyway, God bless him now. He's in heaven. I hope he's laughing down at me and saying, you know, Ray, that was a good one. That was a good one. Anyway, hope you like that story. That's the end of my 4 stories, and hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.